guys, it's April. It's tag time. I was tagged by Caitlin over at Book Chats to do the fall time, cozy time tag thing, majigger, whatever you want to call it. And so I will link the original video in which she tagged me down below, and also the original video that was created by Sam over at Novel and Nonsense. I wanted to do this tag around this time because it's just fall and it needed to be done, and now that October is over, November was a perfect opportunity to do this wonderful tag. So let's do this. Crunching leaves. The world is full of colors. Choose a book with red, orange, and yellows on the cover. Now this is where I would have originally brought out The Martian by Andy Weir, but since it is not currently in the vicinity of my bookshelf or my house or my neighborhood, I lent it out because I am a good reader suggestory person. I'm instead going to hold up Compulsion by Martina Bone because it's this beautiful orangey goldy color and it just feels like fall, even though that technically has nothing to do with the story. It just feels, this cover feels, it feels, guys, feels. That, and it's a really good series, so if you haven't picked it up, I'd pick it up. It's awesome. Cozy sweater. It's finally cold enough to start to wear warmer clothing. What is your fuzzy feel-good read? The book that I always go back to is Daughter of the Forest by Juliette Murlier. This book doesn't seem like it would be a warm and fuzzy feely book, but it is to me, at least the second half. There are times where I pick it up and start reading from the middle because I just love the slow burn romance in this book. It's just, it calls to my soul. There's something about it. Now I want to go read it. I'm gonna stop this video right now and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna read it. Not really, but I want to. This book, it's got my fairy tale elements, it's got the slow burn romance, and it's just all kinds of beautiful. And it makes me so warm and cozy inside. Fall storm. The wind is blowing and the rain is pouring. What genre or book do you pick up? You guys all know me at this point. I love a good, creepy, atmospheric read. And so perfect reading weather is when there is a snowstorm outside or there is a rainstorm outside. If it's thundering, it's lightning, I need to pick up a book that fits that atmosphere. And so I go with the creep every single time. And I am currently in the middle of Persuasion by Martina Bone, which is the second of the heirs of Watson Island. And it's beautiful, and even though it is all kinds of pink, I mean, you can't get much pinker than that pink there. This whole series so far is very atmospheric and lends itself to being read when the wind is howling and the rain is falling. And it is guaranteed that at this point in the year, all of the nights have howling wind. When you live in a place where there is no hills and very few trees, you're gonna get wind, and it just speaks. So this is perfect. Cool, crisp air. Who is the coolest character that you want to switch places with? I'm going to give two answers for this because I just could not decide. The first one is Diana in the Immortal series by Tamara Pierce. I want to talk to animals, so I want to switch places with her. But if I can't do that, or alongside of being her, I also want to be Susanna from the Mediator series by Meg Cabot, aka Jenny Carroll, in which she speaks to ghosts. So in other words, I want a power to speak to something that nobody else can. I just think it would be cool to have the ability to speak to things that normal people can't. And so I either want to talk to dead people or I want to talk to animal, preferably to both. Can someone make that happen? Hot apple cider. What underrated book do you want to become the next biggest, greatest, coolest thing. For me, right now, that stands at Solarversia by Toby Downton. The reason I want this book to happen is because I want the virtual reality game in this book to become a thing. Toby is on his way to making that happen. For it to really, really take off, this book has to take off, and there has to be backing and support, and this world is just so immersive, and the game style is amazing. It's got a little something for everybody. It's got racing, it's got fighting, it's got puzzle solving. It's just, I think it would be cool. And so I am going to continue to tout this book. I'm gonna tout it. It's gonna be touted. Yeah, I'd made that one up. Coat, Scarves, and Mittens. It's time to cover up. What book are you slightly ashamed of other people seeing you read? I had a hard time with this, guys. Most of the time, I don't care if other people see me reading something because I just want to read it. So I could pull out a dime store novel with people making out on the cover, but I've got no shame. Instead, I'm gonna take this a different direction. I'm gonna hold up this Cliff Note version of Mythology. Not only is it slightly radioactive in color, it's got the construction banding, caution tape, whatever you want to call it, and it's letting the whole world know that you are reading Cliff Notes, which you probably shouldn't be doing if you're doing research. These kind of books are something that you pick up for school and you pretend like you don't, unless you really don't care. But these are one of the books that I pick up, pretend like I don't, because obviously it's tabbed and it's marked up and whatnot. Can they make it any more obvious that you are reading a condensed version of information? Why? Why, Cliff Note? Why? Pumpkin spice. What is your favorite fall time comfort food? This is gonna sound really weird, but right now, at the current point in my life in which I am filming this video, my favorite fall comfort food is either ramen, traditional ramen, not the ramen from the microwave, but traditional ramen, or pho. There's something about those two soups, noodly things that just, it warms me body and soul, and it's simply amazing. I have tried to make both the traditional versions of these myself. It never quite works out the way it does when you find that little authentic restaurant, family run, hole in the wall. They just serve the best. It's great and I love it. So you can find me in those places most of the time in the fall. Warm and cozy bonfire. Spread the love and the warmth and whatever you want to spread. I don't care. Except for any communicable diseases, do not spread those. Who am I gonna tag? I was not ready for this. If you want to be tagged, let me know and I will tag you, because I am unprepared and I fail at tags right now. I want to tag all of you, but that just seems so generic and such a cop-out. So let me know if you want to be tagged and I will totally tag you. I love fall, guys. I really do. And with that, I'm gonna let you go and move on with your lives. Heart your beautiful faces. Bye. Oh my gosh, so warm and cozy. Go cats, run around, run around. Holy buckets, my cats are going insane right now.